Our world's getting hotter because of climate change, and it's the world's poorest people that are really feeling the impacts first and worst, and that's why Oxfam needs to work on climate change. There are increased floods in places like Bangladesh, landslides in Nepal, increasingly severe droughts in countries like Kenya. All around the world, it's the poorest people who are first and worst affected by climate change, and yet they are the least responsible for causing it, and that's why Oxfam needs to work on it. It's a massive injustice, and we need to do two things. We need to stop harming, we need to stop emissions and cut them back drastically so that global warming is kept in control, and we need to start helping. We need to support communities as they adapt to the changing weather around them. The world's poorest people are dependent on the land that feeds them, the crops to grow so that they can feed their families, for example. So I met a farmer in Nepal whose land had been engulfed by a landslide, and he was standing on his farm that looked like a beach asking me what he could grow now. I know that those landslides are increasing because the monsoon patterns are changing in Nepal, and that's partly to do with global warming. He's dependent on that land. When it's engulfed by a landslide, he has no insurance, he has no other way of earning money or feeding his family. The poor are least able to respond to the challenges that changing weather patterns bring. Oxfam really needs the help of its supporters in this, in two ways. The first is for our supporters to take action in their own lives, so whether it's changing a light bulb or taking the bike to work instead of driving, or taking the train next time you go on holiday to Europe instead of flying, taking personal action to really tackle climate change. The second is by demanding action of our politicians too, so that they're taking the problem seriously and looking for a global solution to this massive global problem of climate change. That means the British government showing real leadership to stop global warming and to come up with a really effective international deal.